do that though, cause ain't no bitch try to kill me though. Straight up.
That's not what I heard.
That bitch ain't on shit.
That ain't what I heard.
Straight up.
That's what I heard.
Straight up. Everybody know when I live stream at No Jumper, bitches ain't pulled up yet. I've been there for over a motherfucking
Why
year.
would somebody pull up to Burbank?
Hey, whoop-de motherfucking do.
The streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in, cause the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama.
Pay attention.
Pay attention to what?
Everything that's going on.
I mean, you went over on back on Fig, and next thing you know, you got Stunna Girl trying to kill you again.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm keeping it real. You go over there back. Yeah, trying to kill you again.
When
She shot at you
was
before.
she
shot at you before.
No,
she shot at you before.
She shot in the motherfucking
That's not what I
air. No,
heard.
what
That's
not
not what I heard. That's
not
not what I
gonna do-
heard.
No, what the bitch did was shoot in the motherfucking air to try to break the fight up because her friend was getting beat the fuck up. That's what the fuck happened. Straight the fuck up. Don't do that though.
Oh my God.
Don't do that though, cause ain't no bitch try to kill me though. Straight up.
That's not what I heard.
That bitch ain't on shit.
That ain't what I
Straight
heard.
Up.
That's what I heard.
Straight up. Everybody know when I live stream at No Jumper, bitches ain't pulled up yet. I've been there for over a motherfucking
Why would
year.
somebody pull up
Straight
to Burbank?
Hey, whoop-de motherfucking do.
It's
The bitch act like
Burbank.
she real hard body with all the baddies. Why the bitch ain't pulled that?
She can pull up to
Straight
Vegas.
up. The bitch could pull up to Vegas, LA, Sacramento. I'm on that.
Nah.
What the bitch want to do though?
Nah,
The
see-
bitch ain't on that.
No.
So who did she try to kill? You can't put me in a cage. Straight up. So all her fans is dropping cage emojis in my comments and shit with the extracurricular trolling. I feel like with the whole Rocky Bass situation, a lot of people are looking at Stunna Girl like she's something that she's not. Okay? Stunna Girl might have put the pieces on the board to orchestrate whatever crazy ass plan that she had in regards to Cuban Doll.
Right.
To execute whatever plan she was trying to execute. But I don't feel like she was the mastermind.
Right.
I feel like she might have put a little, you feel me, a little bug in whoever ear. And then it happened how it happened with Rocky Bad, because if you listen to Rocky Bad, she's from Detroit. She said that Stunna Girl and Cuban Doll didn't do shit. It was the niggas that was with Stunna Girl and Cuban Doll. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know who the niggas was, but they was some LA niggas. So this boogeyman story that's following behind Stunna Girl, like she just owned that. She with the extracurricular gangster activities.
She been popping that bitches for a long
The bitch
time.
ain't pop that shit.
That ain't what I heard.
All the popping that she rapping about, is she talking about popping at me and Nani Blanco? The bitch ain't pop that shit. If she shot at all,
So
these
she did shoot at you.
No,
Yeah, you just said
no. If she shot at all of these people, why is nobody fucking dead? Why ain't nobody got shot in the leg? Why ain't no cars got shot up? Why?
She didn't say she hit nothing. She said she shoot at shit. She ain't say she hit
Oh
nothing.
my God, this bitch got y'all gassed.
She ain't say she hit that shit. I shoot that shit.
The bitch got you gassed up. The bitch got her delusional ass kid bot fan base gassed up. The bitch got all these niggas in the media realm gassed up. All the bitch is doing is bouncing from dick to dick. Let me not say that.
No,
bouncing from.
It's like you want. It's like you want what she got. Cause
I don't want what
you was
she
over there
has,
trying to get with
though.
Blueface.
Never, never.
Come on, I
never.
sent you out to the LA to do that shit. The whole time you could not do shit because you was looking at Blueface.
Delusional.
You looking at Blueface. So it's like you want Blueface.
I respect what Blueface has going on. I've actually studied Blueface.
Because you hate Stunna Girl.
No, it has no.
You don't like Blueface. You hate her. So therefore, you want to fuck with Blueface just
so
to.
because she had a 2-week trial run with Blueface, I'm infatuated with Blueface because of Stunna Girl.
You infatuated because you brought it up.
Prior to Stunna Girl.
Listen, if Stunna Girl gave a fuck, she would have been mentioning your name. You mentioned her name after since happened 10 years ago.
What are you?
You brought it up.
The bitch being mentioning my name, she does it subliminally, but because I'm a nobody in her realm, it looks like I'm stalking her. But when we got into it and when I exposed her on no, not even exposed. When I said my side of the story in regards to her come up, and I said X, Y, and Z, the bitch had a whole Jaleec's archive.
What's X, Y, and Z?
No,
What's X, Y, and Z?
the bitch had
What's
a whole,
X, Y, and Z? What you say?
Hold the mic. The bitch had a whole Jaleec's archive, but she swore up and down she didn't know me and we didn't have any static. If we didn't have any static and you didn't know me, why did you have a Jaleec's archive with the clip fully loaded, waiting to unleash it on your Instagram with 2 million fucking followers? She's delusional. She's the stalker. She's obsessed with me. She's fucking my content and she's flipping the narrative.
Why would she be obsessed with you when you just said you're not on a level to where it should matter?
Because she sees the potential. Like, she sees me in a different realm, creating my own lane, and people have to give flowers where flowers is due. I'm not a rapper, but I'm stamped and solidified in the media realm, straight up.
Right.
And this is just the beginning, though.
No, you stamped and solidified because you can speak and you do.
And she sees that as a threat because I don't have to rap and make it sound good, and to gain an audience through rapping and have this cult following, to have my voice heard.
She's saying she claiming you fuck with niggas that you don't really fuck with you, that's around you, just trying to get up on you for some shit that you did.
Because she's lying about the whole EBK J-Bo narrative.
So you knew exactly what I was talking about. You knew exactly what I was talking about, though.
But she came and fucked my content. You were not in the Northern California West Coast algorithm until you came and started fucking on J-Bo. So if you knew me and J-Bo were building this rapport and he was giving me exclusive content, which had me going up, which had me with buku engagement, why did you come and step into my lane? Because you were trying to take control of my lane because you seen the power that I was starting to have.
So you had no problem. You had no problem with him.
Niche.
You and him had no problem. Y'all never had a problem before?
With who?
Why would he be watching you to try to find out where you was at?
He was never watching me in regards to his deceased brother. I was the one that covered EBK Osama, everything pertaining or surrounding the unfortunate chain of events that led to the passing of EBK Osama. She twisted the narrative like she usually does because she's a manipulator. She knows how to manipulate the masses.
Right.
She has a bigger following. She's a rapper. Rappers know how to manipulate their audience, right, which is saying one thing and then believing it because she's in their playlist. Right. You know what I'm saying? A rapper could say anything, and if this person that they're going against or if this person is going against a rapper and they're a nobody in their realm, they're instantly going to side with the rapper because that's who they listen to. That's who they gravitate to. That's who they connect with on a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're listening to their music, something about their music is grasping your attention. You relate to them some way, somehow, whether you want to be like them, whether you're understanding the messages that they're conveying. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything plays a role. Like, that's neither here or there. What I'm saying is she was able to manipulate everybody into thinking that J-Bo was going to line me up when in reality, that was not true. I was the one that covered the story with his deceased brother, EBK Osama. I was the one that even knew everything that happened, documented it, and even got the recording of the guy, the suspect. Well, the alleged suspect. They all got arrested. He requested to talk to me on the jail phone call, and I recorded it. I sent it to J-Bo, and I said, before I drop this on my platform, do you agree with me dropping this, or do you want me to, withhold dropping this content or this phone call? He said, do what you do. He gave me his blessing to drop the phone audio of me talking to one of the alleged suspects in the homicide of his brother, EBK Osama, which is documented on my YouTube channel. I was the one that covered the story from start to finish until they got arrested, which is why a lot of people are saying that I'm the police and that I work with the police. I was
just about to say that you the police. You sound like you the one that got that case solved.
I did have the case solved.
So you put the pressure. So you are a snitch.
I'm not a snitch.
You're agreeing that you put the pressure on the police to make an indictment to solve a case. So you're a snitch.
No, I put the pressure on SAC PD because for one, Sacramento Police Department is known for solving.
Why would you put the pressure on police to solve a fucking murder? The street's dead, let it just die.
I had a rapport with EBK J-Bo, and I felt like he needed closure.
That don't matter. That's a snitch move.
It's not a snitch move.
If you gonna deliberately put the case together, do your work, and then put it online.
No. I feel like EBK J-Bo had a promising future and a career. He was chosen. God filled his cup was so full that it was overflooding.
But you gonna snitch.
I didn't snitch.
That's why you fuck. Listen,
I put the pieces together.
And the police use those pieces.
I put it into perspective.
But the police use that perspective.
Whoop-de motherfucking
So you built the case. Why didn't you go get a badge?
Because
I'm keeping it real.
I got the YouTube bag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
I made buku money that week. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, I ain't got the YouTube bag.
They get your bag in the form of a bag.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? Now, if the police department want to send an invoice anonymously, they can go ahead, and if they want to hit me on a fake YouTube,
my God.
they want to hit me on a fake Instagram page to help them solve any more cases, let me know. Because
oh my God,
I know how to put the pieces together, and I know how to analyze, dissect.
Are you a straight snitch?
No, it's not snitching. It's like just me. Bro, it's my job. Journalists do this all the time. I literally have my credentials for this.
You have your credentials to be you know what? You had your credentials before because you divine feminine. You tapped in to a different realm. You can read people aura. You know who telling the truth. You know who lying. You know everything. You can look at a person and read their soul.
But why did the alleged suspects in his brother's homicide feel comfortable with telling me everything that transpired that day on a jail recorded phone call?
What did he tell you?
They told me that the reason why it led up to his untimely passing.
So what happened? What they tell you? Tell me.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to know. I just gotta know because I wasn't involved. I just got involved now. I wouldn't have known. I'm like a crazy person. You don't understand. I met Stunna Girl from you. I didn't know who the fuck she was.
You know who the fuck she
I swear
was.
to God, mom, I didn't. I knew who you was.
I introduced you to the Stunna Girl lore?
Just now.
Oh,
so
great.
I don't think you understand. You tap into a different realm that I don't know if she tap into. That I don't know who the fuck Stunna Girl is.
She's an evil.
But they told me now she was fucking
spirit.
with Blueface and all the shit. So I'm figuring out shit about her now. So put me on the shit. Let me know what happened with the shit because she told me a lot of shit about this on the internet. I saw it.
Well, she's gonna paint a false narrative. I'm gonna tell you the reality of the narrative.
I need to know.
The reality of the narrative was I was building a rapport with EBK Jabo to where when his brother passed away, EBK Osama, and he passed away in Sacramento, where I'm from, a city that I'm from, 45 minutes from where he's from,
right.
which we're both from the Valley.
Right.
I felt like I had to do my due diligence and I had to cover the story, and I covered the story fragilely.
Right.
And everybody that I suspected of being involved were actually involved, and they reached out to me and they gave me their side of the story, and they gave me their consent to drop the video, the phone audio. Before I did, I reached out to EBK Jabo and I sent him the audio and I said, I want you to review this audio.
You said all that, Barbara. Tell me what happened.
But what I'm saying is, everybody that was involved or had some way of being involved gave me consent to cover the story the way that I did.
They wanted to be noticed. They wanted to be known. They wanted the world to know they did it.
They wanted it to be known. The alleged suspects, EBK Jabo, the friends involved, the families involved, the baby mamas involved, they all wanted me to deliver the story to the people and to even EBK Jabo so that there would be a better understanding than the like basically the what is that word? The formal way of news being delivered, right? What is that? The news channels? What would they be categorized as?
I don't know.
Formal media, traditional media.
Right.
Then allowing traditional media to take control of the narrative. Why not let someone that's in tune with the streets take control of the narrative?
Right.
And then make everyone have a better understanding of what might have transpired and what led up to those unfortunate chain of events.
So what the fuck happened? You still ain't told me.
Basically, EBK Osama was fucking with niggas he wasn't supposed to be fucking with. Basically, everybody that was involved. Okay, EBK Osama was allegedly on paperwork. Aired Mar was allegedly on paperwork. Aired Quez was allegedly on paperwork. Dre West Oakland was allegedly on paperwork. A couple of members from Oak Park was allegedly on paperwork. So basically, it was just snitching. A group. Yeah, it was a group of like a lot of people on paperwork. EBK Jabo was like he basically cut his brother off because of the paperwork, right? Aired Donnie cut off Aired Mar and Aired Quez because of their paperwork. Dre West Oakland got cut off from his jurisdiction because of his paperwork. So they all ended up making this group. You know what I'm saying? They all ended up being friends.
Right.
And when they became friends, it was a lot of internal conflict within this new profound infrastructure that they established is based on all of them being on paperwork. EBK Jabo was not allowing EBK Osama to get on any of his songs, work with any of his videographers. He was basically blackballing his brother from the industry. So EBK Osama had no choice but to gravitate towards the individuals that he was gravitating towards because EBK Jabo was cutting off all of his resources because of his alleged paperwork. And the paperwork pertained to EBK Young Jock and Hari B, which is EBK Young Jock's blood brother. So when all of this was transpiring, EBK Osama ended up, he ended up on a controlled substance. And I'm pretty sure all of them were engaging with this controlled substance. And EBK Osama was on this power trip. And when he was on this power trip, he got into it with him and EBK Jabo's blood sister, EBK Tootie. And he beat up his sister, EBK Tootie, took her dog. He ended up stripping Aired Mar in Los Angeles, left him. Took his money, I think it was about like $6,000. Took his car, I think it was like a Mercedes-Benz or maybe a Lexus. Please don't quote me or penalize me in the comments if I misconstrue any information. The story is about 2 years old. Basically, EBK Osama was on a power trip, right? And Dre West Oakland ended up falling back from Aired Mar and EBK Osama based on the simple fact that it was getting too serious. You know what I'm saying? And once EBK Osama stripped Aired Out Mar felt some type of way and he felt violated as a man. And that's when he orchestrated and kind of linked up with some individuals that were already at odds with EBK Jabo and EBK Osama in Stockton, California, which is 45 minutes from where we're from, Sacramento, California. And Aired Out Quez had his baby mama set up EBK Osama, and which had him lured to his demise.